Hello and Merry Christmas! It's Christmas Day right now, and I'm just stopping in to start the Christmas haul video. Yeah, it's not a massive haul, but it's still it's got some good stuff. So we'll take a look at the boxes, and then I'll see how much of it I can get built before this video is released on Saturday. So I've got a couple of days to do some building. I'm having a Christmas party on Friday, so I won't be able to build then, but we'll see how much we can get done. So yeah, let's dive right in and take a look at what we got. So first up, I have a short little story to explain the first couple of sets. So in the process of gift wrapping and retrieving presents from hidden places all over the house, my mum actually came across some sets, and she didn't know who had bought them or who they were for, and we were trying to figure out what they were without revealing what they were, in case they were for someone, for one of us. And it turns out that they were actually the gift with purchase sets from when my girlfriend bought the Avengers Tower for me last year. So we actually, my girlfriend was adamant that she had gotten a Marvel taxi, and we just had no idea where it was. And finally, it has revealed itself, sitting at the back of my brother's wardrobe, waiting for someone to retrieve it, even though no one knew it was there. I don't know why it was there, but that's the first one. So we got the Marvel taxi. That was not really a gift because we found it, but it's still a nice little thing that we can add into the city. Also, as part of that gift with purchase was this Christmas market stall. It might be, it's a little bit late. I wish I'd had this a little bit before Christmas, but maybe could incorporate this into sort of like a little mini Christmas market somewhere in the city, just to cap off the end of the year if we can fit that in. And lastly, the set that I was most excited about to find was Magisto's Magical Workshop. Now, I'm very excited about this. I'm a big fan of Magisto, the classic blue wizard with his star wand from this classic sort of dragon, I think it's Dragon Lords, was the theme that he first came into it. Absolutely love it. I've wanted this set, but I thought I missed out on it. And yeah, just super happy to have this. He was actually trained in my world. Magisto is a student of Steve. You can see there. Oh, there he is. So that's Steve. He's Bob's wizard, and in my universe, he is the teacher of Magisto. So very happy to have this set. It's lore important. It's very sort of nostalgic for me. I had a blue wizard, not this particular set, but I did have a blue wizard. I don't know if it was Magisto or if it was a later blue wizard, but probably was Magisto. But yeah, very nostalgic, very classic, very happy to have this set. So what about actual Christmas presents? Well, we'll go from smallest to largest. So we'll start off, we got this Despicable Me, Minions and Banana Car. Now I'm a big fan of Minions. It was Despicable Me came out right on the cusp of maybe when I was getting a bit too. Oh, I say I'm too. I do still enjoy animated movies. I'm not gonna lie. And the Minions specifically, I really do like. I have watched Despicable Me 4 quite recently and really enjoyed it. Is happy to have a Mega Minion Dave. And I do think these Lego Minions look great, and I'm happy to include Despicable Me as a theme in the city. So that's a cool little one to get. Next up, we've got Gru's house, the Minions and Gru's family mansion. Another set which I'm very happy to have. You get more of the Super Minion, the Mega Minions, Mega Minion Tim, Mega Minion Mel, and Mega Minion Jerry. The probably the best one. Let's be honest. He's a big round ball, rocky ball that just rolls around. They also get Gru, Lucy, and the kids, the girls, and Gru Junior. So this I'm actually going to include. So I'm going to build a Mills plate for this, and it's just going to sit on the Mills plate for a little while. But it will be in the city. I do really want to include this as another universe that Bob has brought into the main universe is the Despicable Me or the Illumination verse. I don't know if they're all supposed to take place in the same universe, but he's brought over the minions. And then eventually, because this is an open-backed set, as you can see, it doesn't have, necessarily walls or much depth. It is mainly a facade. I do want to finish the building. If you catch my drift, in that I would like to build proper walls on a mill's plate, complete the building. I would like to have it so that you can maybe pull out the back wall, so you can still access the details inside. But yeah, I would like to build this into a proper modular building to include in the city. So, biggest and best for last, and this one is the most exciting one, I think. Very much looking forward to building this. So let me put this down. We'll do a better reveal than I did for the previous ones. Right, ready, here we go. It is the X-Mansion. I'm almost certain that some of you probably guessed that this was coming. I have not been shy about the fact that I wanted this set. It is, the newest Marvel building. It's a pretty popular set. Lots of people have it. Reddit is full of people who have just received this set and, post, oh, I just got the X-Mansion. I got the X-Mansion. And it was happening a lot because it's a great set and people rightly want to have it. And now I have it as well. So the plan is still to build 2 of these. I'm gonna get a second one without the minifigures at some point. I am still gonna build this as is. I'm gonna build it on a Mills plate. So I will Mills plate the bottom and then build this on top. The main reason for that is one, I don't know how long it'll be before I can buy a second one, so I don't really want to just leave this in the box. B, the building experience is part of the set. I think I would be doing myself, or I feel that I do myself a disservice if I don't build the set in its original form at least once. That's part of the experience. And 3, I think that actually helps you when you're doubling up a set. I found it very useful for the Daily Bugle and the Sanctum Sanctorum that I'd built the original set beforehand. So I had an idea of what the building techniques were, what the design elements were, and then you sort of get an easier idea of how to expand it. For example, with the Daily Bugle, this just adding the 2 extra windows and how many studs that adds and how it messes with the centering of things really helped. And same with the Sanctum Sanctorum, the way that the windows were built, I had to widen some of them and narrow some of them, but because I'd built it once already, I knew how they had accomplished that in the original build. It made it easier for the second build. So it is advantageous to still build it in its original form. The plan is to give it a 3rd floor because I've been watching the TV show that this is based from. This is the 90s X-Men cartoon, which you can watch on Disney Plus. It is a great show. I do recommend it if you have Disney Plus. But it actually has 3 floors in the show, so I do want to give it that 3rd floor. But I also want to make it a little bit wider. So this is, I think, 3 half base plates, so 1.5 base plates. I want to make this center bit a full base plate. So this will be a little bit wider. Maybe the walkways will be a little bit wider. I'd maybe make it a little bit deeper, but make that center bit a full base plate. Then it's 2 base plates, and then we can figure out where it's going to go. Where I'm going to put it in the city for now is, I think, underneath all of these minifigures and this truck is a sort of really rough prototype for a basketball court, where I can, use the spring-loaded basketball figures and have a little basketball game right next to me. Now, there is a court, it might be a tennis court, but it might be a basketball court. I can't remember off the top of my head, but a sports court in the back sort of grounds of the X-Mansion, under of which the X-Jet comes out of. The basketball court opens up, the X-Jet flies out and comes out. So it sort of makes sense to have the X-Mansion here facing the road. So it'd be facing away from us most of, like when we're sitting here building. But from other angles, it'll look really good. But it'll have the basketball court behind it when I build that. And then I'm thinking, if I get a, and forgive this box, it's very messy right now down here. If I got another table under here, I could then bridge downwards and we can build a hangar for the X-Jet down here. And because we'll connect it with the Lego up here, it will look almost like a seamless basement. Now, the court won't open up because there is a solid bit of wood in between that and under here, but it'll give the illusion that underneath this basketball court is the X-Jet hangar. Now, I've seen that the X-Jet has been on offer in a few places, so I may be able to pick that up for a price that's more reasonable. I know that most people, myself included, and a lot of people on Reddit and just more vocal people in the Lego community, did not like the pricing of that set. They felt like it was too high. A lot of people glossed over that set because of the price. But now that it's on offer, it is a more reasonable price for what you get. So I may pick that up somewhat soon. Just for that purpose, I think it will look really good to have X-Mansion, basketball court, hangar with the X-Jet. Would look really cool. So that's enough of me waffling on about the boxes and plans. Let's actually jump in and start building this. It's Christmas Day, and I do really just want to get started on building some of these things. So let's do that. Right. See you in the next bit, and we'll see how much of this stuff we can get built by Friday. It is now Friday, the 27th. I've built some of the sets from Christmas. Managed to get a couple of them done. Unfortunately, the X-Mansion still remains in its box. You might notice, or you might not, that I've shuffled some things around in the city. So I've left this big open space. This is 1.5 base plates space for the X-Mansion. Then there'll be a basketball court behind it, and then maybe I can build the X-Jet hangar beneath it, if I can find a table that fits in that spot. But yeah, so what did I manage to build? Well, I managed to build Magisto's Magical Workshop, which I've placed here in the front where the Animal Crossing used to be. The Animal Crossing now is just over there on this table, and being prepared for building up its own area, because I'm going to get 2 more tables for here. But Magisto's is just here. Got the classic blue wizard. Big fan of him and his little dragon knight there. Really cool little set. Very, very happy to have it. Really like the design of it. It does open up. If you I'll move Magisto here. If we take this lock off the front, it does actually open up. So you can sort of see in here, there is a chest down there, and then on this side it's just sort of a table. But then you can just close it back up again, and the lock will go back on there, but it's hard to do with one hand, so I won't attempt it. And then the other set that I managed to build was the Despicable Me set. So over here, if I come around a little bit, ooh, you see Gru's house here. So I popped a Mills plate together and popped that into the city. So it looks quite nice on the street there. I've also moved the robot into the actual middle of the road, with some cars sort of crashing around, and motorbikes, and Shadow the Hedgehog actually wheeling his way through. So Gru's house is tucked away here. It's got its open back at the moment, but I will complete the building. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit this tree house that's back here in. Once I've finished the actual building, it might need another base plate or so space in order to do that, but we'll see what happens. But you've got Minion painting his little banana picture, some of the super minions. There's this guy on top here, Jerry and Dave down there, Gru out the front, calling out after them as they cause havoc down the street. Lucy and the baby there. Put Agnes in her bed, Margot's in the tree, and then Edith slipping down the zip line. But overall, really, really nice. And you also got the banana car down there, which is not its permanent place, but that is where it's sitting for the moment. So yeah, that's the progress we've sort of made so far. Obviously, big reshuffling with the Animal Crossing area going, and then moving some of this stuff in place. I was actually thinking I might have where these 2 cars are, it gave me the idea of maybe this could be a back road. Originally, I was going to have this section sort of slide the castle forward and then have this as a full road. But maybe it should just be a half base plate road, like a back road. You get them a lot here in England, in central London. You get a lot of those really narrow one-way streets. I know New York has them as well. So, vary it up, have a little side road here. We've got our main road going down the middle and then the T section. Why waste, more? I could halve the amount of road that's used in this area, give it a little bit more space to breathe. I'm still going to slide this forward because I want the city to have a little bit more space and I can still fit in the Animal Crossing sets. But yeah, so Magisto's workshop, Gru's house, and the banana car. And then I'll just bring this over here. It's a little bit of a darker area, but we actually did build the town centre for Animal Crossing. We built Bunny's, I can't remember what the set's called. Oh, wait, it's right there. Bunny's outdoor adventure activities over there. And then Julian's birthday, we popped here, and we actually did give him a friend so that he's not celebrating his birthday on his own, which is kind of sad. They should have included another minifigure and make Julian celebrate his birthday on his own, unless you buy more sets to give him some friends. But this is sort of the Animal Crossing area as it's shaping up. So it's going to be 2 big grey base plates and 3 base plates at the back. And yeah, so we're going to build up this area. Going to have multiple levels. So yeah, this is what the Animal Crossing area is sort of shaping up to be. We'll build up some levels. The back will be sort of 1 level up. There'll be some stairs and some water features. It's going to look real nice, and looking forward to it. But city is coming along nicely. There's a lot more buildings being added. Look forward to getting that X mansion over there put together. But for now, we'll end the video there, and the next video will be the overview, the end of year overview, in which I am aiming to have the X mansion done. I'll tidy up a lot of these areas. There might be some other things that I can do, and we'll just go through the entire city and all the details as they are at the end of 2024. So for now, stay cool, keep building, and I'll see you next time.